and welcome to another episode of Spotlight on Stage, where we shine a light on theatre across Manchester. If you're new to the show and you're thinking, what's all this about? Well, if you love theatre, you are in the right place, because I bring you the latest news from the theatre world when it comes to Manchester. Also, I get to interview some of the stars from the stage and behind the scenes. And if you want to know what's on this week at theatres across our fair city, then of course you will find it all here. So let's kick off with some of the news that we've had over the past 7 days here in Greater Manchester, and they're all to do with some brilliant schemes. Yes, a big shout out to the wonderful Hope Mill Theatre, who have launched the first curtain campaign. Now, this has got the goal of giving 1,500 school children the chance to experience theatre for the very first time. I think this is a great campaign because research shows theatre can enhance academic achievement, it can boost social skills and really ignite creativity in young minds. Now, they're urging people, if they can, to get involved by a donation. For just £25, you can send a child to see A Christmas Carol, which is on at the Lowry this Christmas. But any donations of any amount are warmly welcomed by Hope Mill. If you do share the belief that every child deserves a chance to be inspired by the arts, then do check out their website, because they've got all the information on there on how you can get involved. And how brilliant will it be to send 1,500 people from this area, youngsters, to go and see theatre for perhaps the very first time. And another great initiative that is happening is at the Royal Exchange. They have revealed that the tickets for their next production, Bullring Techno Makeout Jams, which actually is on from the 28th to the 30th of October, has all tickets priced at £15. So really trying to make this accessible for all. Now, if you've not heard of the play, it is fairly new. It won the Bruntwood Prize for Playwriting back in 2022. It's gone down a treat at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival and the Royal Court, and it's an uplifting one-man show. Really funny, this one, written and performed by Nathan Queeley Dennis. And if you want to find out more about that, perhaps before you go and see it, then you can catch Nathan on Spotlight on Stage in the coming weeks. Yes, it's really great, this one. It explores black masculinity through Beyonce lyrics, techno raves, and a deeply intimate relationship with a man and his barber. So if you want to go and see it, as I say, all tickets are £15. Oh, some brilliant and uplifting news there to start off your week, and some great productions as well. And talking of great productions, in fact, iconic productions, Grease is landing in Manchester this week. It opens tomorrow night at the Palace Theatre, and I got the chance to catch up with one of its stars, Rebecca Stenhouse. Now, she is getting to play the wonderful role of a Rizzo, but I wanted to find out what it's like to be that character and also be in a show like Grease.
Do you know what? I have a bit of a history with the show. I have done the show twice before this. So I did an arena tour way back in, God, I won't say how far back, but I did it a while ago, and I was in the ensemble, and I also covered Sandy. And then when Royal Caribbean did their very first big ship taking out Greece, I was Marty and I covered Sandy then. But I've always wanted to play Rizzo because she's just that character, isn't she? She's just got the grit and she's got the sass and everything like that. So when this tour came round and I got to audition for Rizzo and then got the part, I honestly can't explain. Like, going out every night and getting to play her genuinely is such a privilege. Like, I feel so lucky and so grateful that I get to play her.
I mean, it's iconic. That role is iconic.
Yeah,
she's so is. Kind of like dry, sarcastic, and that song, There Are Worse Things I Could Do. I mean, the amount of times I might have sung that in the car, not anywhere near as good as you, but it's one of those, like, it's an anthem.
Oh, it is. And like I it's actually my mom's favorite song. So like of all time. So I remember like she came to see the show when we opened it in Bromley in London. And I just remember singing that song, being like, oh my God, it's my mom's favorite song. And she was in the audience. But I've grown up, I've been watching that movie since I was like 6 or 7. Some bits were skipped, of course. But I've been watching it since I was a kid. And that song, it is an anthem. And I get to sing it in the show every night, and I just stand there on stage and think, God, I'm so lucky that I get to sing this song. Like it's so much fun.
Yeah. And it's a moment not just for you, but for the audience, which is special. Because as you said, you know, the majority of us have seen that. I don't think there's many people who haven't seen it.
And that's the thing. It is one of those songs that people, it's really close to people's hearts, and they've always like sung it. And it's even when we have, you know, we've got hen parties sometimes come in, or groups of families, and when I start singing it, you can either hear people kind of singing along a little bit, or just that sort of like, oh, that's it, because it comes in a moment in the show kind of where you think it'll come, but it's not exactly the same as the movie. So it's not exactly where people will think it will be. It's still, you know, towards the end of the show, as it is towards the end of the movie, but it kind of comes out of nowhere, the song. So I think when it starts, people are like, oh my God, it's that song. So yeah, it's been amazing singing it. And Sarah Travers, who is our MD, not our MD, sorry, our musical creator, she made such a unique version of this particular song. So it's exactly, you know, the song, the lyrics, but it's got a slight twist to it, the way that it's sung.
Oh, I love it. I can't wait to see it when it comes to Manchester. And Grease itself, it's just lasted the test of time. I mean, if you think back, it was 1978 the movie came out. And there's not many musicals that can transcend over decades.
No, and it is so true that, and when people come to watch it, we see so many different age groups in the audience. You know, we do have people that are, you know, maybe grandparents who were kind of maybe older when the movie came out, but then you have people that are maybe sort of in their 50s, 60s now that were teenagers when the movie came out. But then you've got my, you know, generation, but then you've even got like young kids that come in and they know the songs and they love the songs. And it really is one of those musicals that it just keeps giving. It's like a timeless piece.
Yeah, and you, of course, get to wear a pink lady's jacket, which I'm so jealous about that one. Are you going to nick it after the run? Come on, he's got Rizzo on it and everything.
I would love to be able to take it. I don't know if the costume department will be okay with me taking it, but I would love to take it. It is one of those things that I put it on before the show starts, and it genuinely, I know it's such an old thing that actors say, but I put it on and I feel like the character. In fact, when I was a little girl, I actually had like a pink PVC type jacket, and it was cotton candy pink. And I used to wear it when I was a little kid and used to think I was a pink lady. So the fact that I now actually am a pink lady is like a full circle moment. And this is the second pink lady jacket I've worn, because I wore one as Marty when I was on the ship doing Grease, and now doing the UK tour of Grease, I'm now wearing the Rizzo one. So it's a full circle moment for me.
It is, and I love it. So not only do you get to wear a pink lady jacket, you actually sing an iconic song. Do you also do the hand moves? Because I've got to say, this is the most challenging thing in Grease, is that born to hand jive.
As you can see, I've got a little puppy in the background.
We've got a guest there. Is that your dog?
It is my dog. I'll go.
Oh, go and get him. Go and get him.
I apologise. This is my puppy, Alfie.
Oh, Alfie. Alfie, you are gorgeous.
No, he's actually our cast mascot. He comes on tour with me.
That is brilliant. I love it. So he's part of the Grease family. I think we need to get him a T-Birds jacket.
Well, there might be in the works. It might be in the works.
Oh, brilliant. I absolutely love it. But yeah, are you in Born to Hand Jive? Because I was saying.
I am in Born to Hand Jive. It is, let me tell you, it's a marathon.
Yeah.
And the thing was, I actually recently saw something. It was one of those things that came up on TikTok, and it was, behind the scenes footage of Grease the movie. And it said that the day they filmed it not in 1978, but obviously they filmed it before that. But when they filmed it back in the 70s, it was in a gym hall. And in the gym hall, they had no aircon, and they had to close all the doors. So there was people just passing out left, right, and center from the hand jive. And I think, oh my God, we have to do it on stage. But sometimes it is so warm. Honestly, it is a marathon to be able to do it. It's amazing, and it's the most energetic number in the show. And we've got the most incredible dancers, especially our Cha-Cha. Oh my goodness, she's amazing. So it is, you really feel like you're immersed in the dance when you come and see it. It's amazing. It is so much fun.
Great to chat to Rebecca, and if you want to catch that production of Grease, it's here at the Palace Theatre until the 19th of October, and you can book your tickets right now. Head over to our website, ilovemanchester.com/theatre. Now, let's take a look at what else is happening at the theatres across Greater Manchester this week. Well, Burlesque is back from Thursday. It is running until Saturday, the 2nd of November. If you missed it back in June, then you've definitely got a chance to go and see it right now. It's based on the classic film starring Christina Aguilera and Cher. It's all about a girl called Ali who heads to the bright lights of New York in search of her mother, but she's drawn into the dazzling underworld with the beat of the music and the heat of the dance. And yes, there's some great moves and great music, some of them from the original movie and some original songs that have been created just for the stage. I have got the chance to chat to Jess Foley, who plays Ali, and that is coming your way to the I Love Manchester Theatre page very, very soon. In the meantime, though, if you want to head to the Opera House, as I say, it's running from this Thursday until the 2nd of November. Over at the Lowry, you have got Slave, A Question of Freedom. Now, this is on at the Keys Theatre from Wednesday this week, the 9th of October, all the way until Saturday, the 12th of October. This is a true story of Mende Nazar, her inspirational life, set in the Nuba Mountains of Sudan and London. It follows her childhood and subsequent enslavement. It's told by an outstanding ensemble of 8 AXA musicians as a feast of storytelling, music and dance. If you want to find out more about Slave, A Question of Freedom, then do head to our I Love Manchester Theatre Facebook page. I interviewed the artistic director and founder of Feel Good Theatre Productions, Caroline Clegg, last week, and she has some brilliant words to say about it. I think this is going to be really powerful and also uplifting. If you want to catch it, it's here from Wednesday until Saturday. And finally, over at home, another true story takes to the stage. It's a new live performance by acclaimed artist and choreographer Jennifer Jackson, which combines theatre, dance, judo and pro wrestling, transforming the theatre into a battleground of joy and reclamation. It's called Wrestle Lads Wrestle and is inspired by Jennifer's Bolivian mother, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and entertainment wrestling. This draws on Jennifer's real-life teenage career as the under 50 kilograms British judo champion and brings an almighty girl gang to join her in this ambitious and exhilarating theatrical event. It is running until Saturday, the 12th of October, so catch it if you can. Some brilliant productions there to keep you entertained this week, and if you want to find out more, then do head to our website ilovemanchester.com/theatre. If you love tonight's show, then do spread the word. I'm here with Spotlight on Stage every week, giving you the latest news and interviews with stars from the stage. Also, don't forget to give us a follow on the I Love Manchester Theatre Facebook page as well. Have a great rest of the week yourselves, and I'll see you next Monday.